Good morning, friends. We are back at it. We're going to try and do something a little bit different. So last time it took me 2 weeks to complete the projects that I was trying to do. This time, I'm going to try and get it done in 1 day. It is currently somewhere around 10:30 in the morning. I have signed off on mum duties for the day. My fiance is taking care of the baby. The 8-year-old is getting picked up by her grandparents and taken out for a couple of hours. So I officially have nothing to do but what I want. And what I want is to sew a blazer in 1 day. So we're gonna give that a go. We're using the Friday Pattern Company Heather Blazer pattern. I have made it before. I did end up gifting the last one that I made to my neighbors, as I figured they would appreciate it since they're kind of the coolest neighbors on the planet. But we're gonna try and make it again. I am using a different fabric. I'm still using corduroy, which is what I used for the last one. But this time we're going with a plain plum color. I'm gonna call that plum, like plum. It's really pretty. It is definitely in the vibe of colors that I like. I tend to lean towards like earth tones and jewel tones that aren't too bright. Not gonna be caught dead in the future, to be perfectly honest. I say as I'm wearing a bright pink mushroom print jumpsuit that I made last week. My everyday clothes that I leave the house in. I don't wear obscenely bright colors. The lining that I'm gonna be using for this pattern, I actually picked up in an op shop for like $3 for the entire thing, and I'm pretty sure it's like 2 meters or more. So we're going with this red printed cotton. I did do a burn test on this, being that it was an op shop find. I had no way of knowing what the actual fabric was. So I did a burn test, it didn't melt. So I'm assuming it's some sort of natural fiber, most likely cotton. So we're gonna go with that. And then, unlike the last one that I didn't do the button and buttonhole on because I did not want to ruin it after putting so much effort into it, this time around, I think we are gonna do the button on it. So I've got my pattern already cut out. I just need to iron my fabric and then do the actual pattern cutting of the fabric. There are a lot of pieces because it is lined. There are lining pieces to cut out and the shell pieces. So I have a ton of different paper pattern pieces that I've got to finagle onto this space and cut out, and once that's all done we will get to the sewing. So I'll see you guys soon.
I absolutely have no idea what possessed me to try and fold my fabric in half like this, but apparently that was the way I decided to do it. I also realized as I was editing this footage that even though I've sped this up, the way that I cut my patterns out is so slow. Like, I was looking at the footage and I'm like, wow, I basically should be a snail here with how quickly I cut this out, because it is very, very long. And I've condensed it and cut most of it out. And it was still long. So this is lovely. Look at me go, rolling the rotary cutter. Yay, go, woo! In reality, that was probably a couple of minutes worth of footage.
You want to see something cool? I got a comment that I have a small horse in my house on the last video, so I thought I would clarify. Pogie! This is Pogie. He is a Pogalicious breed, very lovely, highly distractible. So if you want a horse that's going to concentrate and do what you say, this is not the breed for you. However, if you want a horse that will snuggle with you on the couch, engage with their brother like a bloody land shark most hours of the day when they're not napping. Folks, and generally just be the cutest companion that you could ever ask for, I highly recommend the Pogalicious breed. Okay, it is now 1 o'clock. I have all of my pieces cut out. I have also had some lunch, and now I need to actually sew the thing. Funny how that works. You actually do have to do the sewing step. Given that I am useless at following directions that are written out for me, I am so flipping grateful that this pattern company has their own sew-along tutorial on YouTube. So I am going to watch that and just refer to it as I need to. It makes it so clear. I will link the video in the description so that if you are sewing this, or if you see the product and want to make one for yourself, don't follow my video. This is not a tutorial. This is me being chaotic and trying to make it entertaining. If you want something that's informational, go to the link, because I am not it. Okay, so before I've even started on the instructions that Friday Pattern Company tells me to do, I'm gonna go off in a different direction, because when I made the first one, the pockets themselves don't get any sort of seam finishing. And me personally, I didn't like seeing the fraying on the inside of my pockets. Like, it's not bad, but I didn't like it. So given that I know what I'm doing for this part, I'm actually gonna line my pocket. So I'm going to sew basically one lining, one outer fabric together, right sides together, at the seam allowance, down the long side, the bottom, and up the other side. I'm gonna leave the top open, and I'm only sewing underneath the notch that's been made. Then what I'm gonna do is turn that notch inside after I flip it around the right way and iron it. And then I'm just gonna top stitch the top and just put the sew line a little bit further down, just so that it looks a bit nicer on the inside. And then it's just attaching with an edge stitch to the front of the jacket. So I'm gonna give that a go, and we'll see if I regret deciding to deviate from the instructions so early on. So my pockets worked. I have my main fabric and I have my lining, and now we just place it on the front of the jacket bodice, edge stitch it in place, and I have some pretty cool pockets that I am super proud of. So I'm gonna get to that, and I will catch you back here when I'm done. I'm really happy. They look so cute. And the inside has really nice lining. I'm excited. Thank God this thread color blends in though, because my top stitching is terrible, guys. Like, it's real bad. That's why I don't usually do it. So gonna keep on going and look at what's next. So far, we have a cute little vest. But now it's time for sleeves. They're kind of a little bit intimidating, so I am going to thoroughly pay attention to the tutorial from Friday Pattern Company and try and figure out if I can do it again. I know I've done it before, but like, it was probably 2 years ago. 2 years ago-ish. Something like that. The pattern pieces look weird, man. Like, they end up looking cute when it's sewn together, but like flat, they look weird. So I'm gonna do that, and then I will catch you again. something that has sleeves, when it comes to like pressing the seam open, it makes me wish I had a sleeve board. And every time I forget to buy a damn sleeve board. So I think as soon as I've got these ones pressed, I'm gonna jump on Amazon and see if I can get one, because this is annoying. Also, yes, I iron directly on my bench top. It's already buggered, so we're not going to talk about it. We're getting really close to the end of this main body of the jacket. I've got my sleeves sewn together. Both pieces of each sleeve have been seamed together now. I've got my easing stitches at the top of the shoulder, and now I need to attach them. And I don't like attaching sleeves. So what I might do is throw this into a time lapse so that you guys don't have to listen to me get frustrated and swear at my project, and I'll catch you back here when that's done. Sleeves are attached. Now I just have to attach the collar. I realized when I went to pin the collar on that I'd forgotten to mark the circles that I was supposed to do when I was cutting out the pattern. So I had to do that. But it's all pinned on now, so we're just going to stitch it together. And then that is the outer body of the jacket done, and I am going to take a brain break, maybe watch a YouTube video and drink a coffee, because I'm starting to lose it. I think it's about 2:30. No, it's like 3:30, 4 o'clock now. Been doing this for a few hours, so I'm gonna take a bit of a break. Maybe cook dinner. Come back to it and do the lining after that, maybe. Who knows? But we're gonna do this now, so I'm pinning myself. If I don't put these away now, I'm going to be chasing Willoughby around the house because he loves to steal the pins and I forget about them, so. All right, it is 6:20 in the evening now. I have fed the family and now I have to start sewing again. We took a good probably 2-hour break. And now we're determined to finish this before we go to bed. So we will see how late I end up staying up. This could devolve into a little bit of delusional sewing. So we'll see how we go. it's almost 9 o'clock. And we've reached the part of the night where I am likely going to become delirious the further we go. So, given the extreme state of fatigue that is starting to hit me, I am going to watch the tutorial for the next steps, maybe twice, to be honest. I really don't want to stuff this up. Like, I do want to get it done today, but I don't want to do it poorly. So I'm going to watch that again, and then probably again. And then I am up to attaching the lining and the outer shell. And I did actually remember to put my little may contain cat hair tag in today. So happy with that. So yeah, I'm going to watch these instructions and then keep sewing. So I'll see you guys soon.
Someone decided that the shell of the jacket would make a perfect bed. Are you comfortable there, Dorito?
So close to the end, like so close. Oh my gosh, I've just got to attach the sleeves together, hem the bottom, and then stitch in the ditch of the collar and close up the inside lining. And I keep procrastinating a lot. Like, I keep sitting down for 5 minutes and flicking through my phone. So if I'm up really late, it's my own fault. I'm going to sew the sleeves together, and hopefully I get it right the first time and nothing's twisted and we can move on. So anyway, that's what we're doing now. Clearly, I should probably make another cup of coffee, but I might do the sleeves first, then make coffee. And then regret my life choices, because there's no way I'm sleeping tonight with this much caffeine in my system. Moment of truth. It's time to turn the jacket in and see if I stuffed it up somewhere. Okay. That one's fine. That one's fine. Okay. Did it. Now I just have to iron everything. Poke out the corners, then iron. And then hand stitch and do the button. Buttonhole. Buttons. It's 11 o'clock, but I am determined. So I'm going to do this as quickly as possible. Try and get the buttonhole done, and then I might just leave the hand stitching for tomorrow, because technically it is complete, but hand stitching takes me forever, like so long. So I might just do that in the morning when I get a minute, and then you guys will see this at the reveal. So I'm gonna go do that, and I will catch up with you when it's done. accomplished. Got it sewn in a day, aside from the hand stitching, which you guys already know doesn't count because technically it was complete. We even got Arthur a matching bandana so he can match with me when I wear my brand new jacket, which super comfy, loving it. Can't wait to actually be able to wear it out. I realized as I was trying to style this piece that my lower half garments are still all tracksuit pants, which don't really work with a corduroy jacket. So I'm gonna have to start working on pants or skirts or something down the track, but that's another day's problem. At the moment, I'm just enjoying having a comfy jacket that I can lounge around the house in. But anyway, that's it for this week. So if I in any way entertained you, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will be back in another 2 weeks with another video. Bye-bye.